I wake up every evening with a big smile on my face, and it never feels out of place. And you're still probably working at a 9 to 5 pace. I wonder how bad that tastes when you see my face up against you, held up against you, hell. When you walk my way up against you, hell, up against you, hell. And where's that shiny car? It didn't ever get you far. You never seem so tense low. I never seen you fall so hard. Do you know where you are? When you see my face up against you, held up against you, held. When you walk my way up against you, held up against you, held. I hope it gives you smile on my face, and it never feels out of place. And you're still probably working at a 9 to 5 pace. I wonder how bad that tastes. I wake up every evening with a big smile on my face, and it never feels out of place. And you're still probably working at a 9 to 5 pace. I wonder how bad that tastes.
All right, I think the mic is on. Mic check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, blah, blah, blah. How you doing tonight, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you so much for joining me. I decided instead of just 2 minutes of silence, I'd put a song on. So I was kind of vibing with it a little bit. That's why I let it run the whole course. I apologize to the viewer. You didn't like that? Whatever, man. Anyways, tonight we got a good show. I think we got a good show for you. Pretty good. Maybe not. Whatever, man. We're going to watch the Celebrity Clones Part 10 through Part 14 together, if anyone joins me. And anyways, I was going to let you guys know that Part 15 is coming to the main channel, so stay subscribed for there. If you don't know, on the main channel we were reported. I mean, we're reported 3-4 times a day, anyways. But YouTube upheld a complaint, and it was a strike against us. So anyways, we're live streaming over here, so hopefully you guys, everyone will join me. People will watch this. I've done all I can. Anyways, without any further ado, I was going to see if anybody wanted to come in and comment, say anything, and then we'd read their comments. But it didn't even look like chat's on. Or nobody commented. Let me see. Yeah, chat's on. Okay, so, but without any further ado, let's check out Celebrity Clones number 10, guys. And this one was made in like 2019 or 2018, and it's called Celebrity Clones: The Public Awakens. And I was hoping it was the last Celebrity Clones I was ever going to make. And anyways, our Celebrity Clone compilation seemed to do pretty good. So thank you to everyone out there who's ever checked those out. I couldn't pay you back enough, you know. It means a lot. We talk about everything over here. It just seems like a lot of people are interested in cloning. But I remember last night, who was that? Dora was talking about the black-eyed children and other, you know, we definitely love aliens, UFOs, all kinds of, you know, stuff. But as you notice, like people like Lil Nas X and others, you know, it seems like allegedly, you know, it looks like they're just throwing it in our faces. So that's why we may cover that more, or you know, whatnot. Let's check out Celebrity Clones number 10, and then we'll come back and hopefully someone have arrived and have commented and said I'm cool. Alright, let's check that video out. And okay, before we check that one out, I didn't even bring those in here. I'll bring those in here. But this video is kind of a prepper. I put this on TikTok, so check this out if you're a little, you know, hesitant with the cloning. There are many different types of cloning, but these are two of them. One of them is called reproductive cloning, and the other one is called therapeutic cloning. So check these out real quick.
Different types of human cloning: therapeutic cloning and reproductive cloning. Therapeutic cloning involves creating a cloned embryo for the sole purpose of producing embryonic stem cells with the same DNA as the donor cell. These stem cells can be used in experiments aimed at understanding disease and developing new treatments for disease. Reproductive cloning is defined as the deliberate production of genetically identical individuals. Each newly produced individual is a clone of the original. Monozygotic, identical twins are natural clones. Thus, cells from two clones have the same DNA and the same genes in their nuclei.
My bad, I unmuted myself. Or I muted myself. Okay, I'm going to pull those videos in, guys. Give me 1 second, okay? We're live. This is live. I forgot to pull them in. I'm sorry. We'll watch them as I pull them in, I guess. Alright. Yeah, it's about to get very disturbing in here. Ladies and gentlemen. So, where's my warning disturbing content sign? I'll be right back, guys.
The program also involves microchipping individuals, genetic engineering and experimentation, and is run from a base deep in the Berkshire countryside. I've been involved with this program for a number of years now. In fact, I was first inducted in 1972. I worked at the base, which is located underground at Peasmore in Berkshire, as a security officer.
I've seen non-human entities in bases over the years. I saw strange animal types of creatures in cages. Possibly this is a continuation of Nazi super race projects, genetic creations, because I know one of the sub-projects of Mannequin I was involved in was called the Tigris program, and in that they were taking modified animal DNA and injecting it into remote viewers, genetically enhanced espionage agents. I've seen a lot over the years. First memory was in 1981. I was 5 years old, and there was a group of 15 other children there by military officers. We were taken in, and it was like went through a corridor, and there's like a classroom set in there, tables and chairs. And we all sat down, and we were given like puzzles, like geometrical shapes to put together. And what they were doing there is we were all identified psychics, because it was the Project Oak Tree in the 50s, was before Project Mannequin. That was a genetic bloodline study, and that was run from Harwell Genetics Labs in Oxfordshire. But the Harwell genetic study was called Project Oak Tree, and that was connected to all the major hospitals in the country. It still is. They're still looking for psychic children. Well, Barry King says it comes up on your records that you're part of a government genetic survey, but it doesn't say what that survey is. So they're trying to dampen down everyone's psychic abilities and then bring the New World Order in. So people aren't aware of it. I think, to be honest, that I'm seeing a lot of these, a lot of the sub-projects of Mannequin, in films and in X-Men comics. They're taking bits out of it. Basically, there's just a new X-Men comic come out called The Tomorrow People. Basically, The Tomorrow People was the name of the project at the CRC-1 base underneath Westminster. It was the remote viewing project. It was called The Tomorrow People. Through my research, I found they've got these machines that artificially enhance the orgasmic state. Psychic energy and sexual energy is one and the same. So they're increasing sexual energy, and that increases the psychic energy. It's a super soldier project. They're creating like a new race of sleepers, Manchurian candidate of psychic abilities. They want to use them for the New World Order. They're waiting to go into action. Barry King told me that RAF Lakenheath is connected to the Project Mannequin. You know, the base there, they take a lot of the people there for programming genetic enhancements. NSA hologram, Project Bluebeam, it's like psychological warfare stuff. They use a lot of holographic stuff. Project Mannequin, a lot of it is about harnessing radio waves, brain waves, and it's about sending them out through televisions, mobile phones and mobile phone masts. It's like they're sending out frequencies, because everybody's got a telepathic receiver, like a radio receiver, the pineal gland in the brain. But what they're doing is they're dampening down the consciousness. My main message is about the missing children and about the children that are being abused and satanically murdered in the facilities. So basically they're taking children into the bases, because there's like 25,000 children going missing a year in this country. And what they're doing is they've got brain implants, and they're ritually murdering them. And at the time of death, they're recording the brain waves of the children onto a computer.
How are they doing that?
By radio wave, because brain waves and radio waves are the same thing. So at the time that they're recording those frequencies from the brain implant onto a computer, and then what they're doing is they're sending that radio wave, that frequency, out through phone masts, through satellite and TVs, sending it out, and it's causing the crime rate to go up, it's causing people's anxiety levels to go up, and what they can do is it's causing sexual abuse, drug abuse, alcohol abuse to go up, and what they can do is, by the means of death, they murder the children, they can attack the population's chakras. So when they cut a child's throat and record that type of death from that frequency, from their brain implant onto the computer, they send that out, and that stops people being able to talk to each other properly from the heart.
was using meditation techniques and also using a very large pyramid to basically focus your energy.
What kind of meditation techniques?
Just sitting quietly. There's certain practices which you can use. If you are interested in this particular practice, contact me and I'll teach you about it.
Okay. Because there are many meditations.
There are many meditation practices,
so
yeah.
you were going to a particular type of meditation.
Yeah, a particular kind of meditation with a particular kind of device as well,
Right.
which helps you. Well, the device is actually termed, its actual name is a multidimensional communication device.
Is that your term, your invention?
No,
or
it was
is it somebody
invented
else's?
by Ken Killock, also a clairvoyant. He's now dead. I think he was from Idaho. Once you're in the pyramid, it takes an hour to an hour and a half to completely charge up the capacitor plates inside the pyramid. Once that's done, it hits a layer of aluminium, it hits a layer of fiberglass, and it won't escape through that, and it fires back into your body. And at that particular time, you'll perceive a very, very, very bright flash of light. And generally, you find yourself standing outside the pyramid itself, but also aware of
This
yourself.
is your etheric body?
Yes, this is your etheric body, but you have full consciousness, and you're aware of two realities at the same time. And once you're in that mode, then no law of physics anywhere can control you. And I'll tell you something I've learned from someone else. I'll get onto that later. Very similar to what's described by Morpheus in the film The Matrix. He says, do you think you're breathing air right now? Do you think your muscles have any reality in this realm you're living in? It's that very same principle. And this is why they killed so many ancient Tibetan monks and South American Indians, because they could teach you that you could have pure physical force and not be in your body. So once you're out of your body, I can still walk up to you and knock you over. And they don't want you to know this.
Yeah.
Because basically you're just energy, whether you're aware of it or not. I'm outside, I'm energy, I'm out of my body, I have full consciousness, I could walk up to you, push you over. And it'd be like a ghost had hit you, or like something like that, because people do that, they get thrown over. And they call it entities, or whatever you want to call them, dark spirits. But this is it, this is why they went up into China in First World War, where they bombed, tons and tons of bombs, just thrown all over those temples, up in Tibet, killed all those monks. And down in America, kill as many Red Indians as you can, because they hold the ancient knowledge.
Prince, the death of Prince that just happened is a prime example of that. There's a big ritual there's an enormous ritual that's just happened here. So you know, on Queen Elizabeth's birthday, Prince dies, and then Victoria Wood, who is, you know, not particularly a big name, but you have Victoria in there. So you also have Victory, and you have Queen Victoria. Well, I believe Queen Victoria and Queen Elizabeth are the same being. Mm-hmm. I believe Queen Elizabeth I and Queen Elizabeth II are the same being. So you have, they are using the energy of that. Also, the Prince had a lot of life force energy. So then the murder, because he was murdered, the murder of him, then putting up the Temple of Baal in Times Square and in Trafalgar Square for 3 days. So you have, and that's the Trinity. So you have Prince, Queen Elizabeth, Queen Victoria, Trinity energy, opening the Stargate in Trafalgar Square, which is TS, and Times Square. It's to do with time travel too. Times Square. TS in basic numerology comes out to 39. T being 20, and S being 19. So 39. So you have the inversion of the sun, the gates of Baal opening. So I know what they're doing. They've opened the gates, and they're trying to bring Baal in here, and Baal is essentially Lucifer. Really, Baal is Lucifer. So what they're trying to do is they have to have all these Goetian demonic entities are living disincarnate. They don't have bodies, right? They don't have bodies right now. Some of them do. Some of them do, but not all of them. So they need. So I believe that some of these projects were put together to create a physical body, so when the time comes that they can put this disincarnate body into the physical body.
A lot of people that find out about this cloning stuff find it very frightening. And yes, it is scary. You can't hold on to old, obsolete beliefs that you've been taught. Like, everything that you've been taught is a lie. I also get asked a lot, am I a clone? From my understanding, Donald has seen a clone of me in the cloning center. I am memory suppressed. However, I do have memories of what fit the description of the cloning center and the arena. Some people say, are you controlled opposition? Why are you just now talking about cloning? Why are you just now speaking up on these things? You're right to think that, but take this into consideration. If you're familiar with my song Missing, Dr. Aiden, The Watchers, my New Black mixtape, you know that this is not my first time speaking out. I'm just now learning about cloning. When I first found out about cloning, I was fucking terrified. Like, supernatural shit was happening around my house. I was jumping out of my sleep, seeing shit. I got all types of knives and guns hanging out of my mattress and my pillows and shit. Like, I had to beef up my security. I was really scared for my life. I literally had to face the fear of death. I thought that when I spoke out about cloning, they were going to kill me. Like, I swear to God. The first time that I contacted Donald, there was a tremendous amount of interference. The footage got distorted. There were helicopters and planes and shit flying over my house. Y'all gotta understand how this shit work in this industry. Like, this shit is all set up. And also, too, y'all need to pay attention to these other celebrities when they're leaving hints. They're leaving clues all over the place. Everybody can't talk. Everybody can't talk because, they got kids or, they made some type of agreement. But pay attention. Everybody who's in this shit or who's in this industry or who has a clone is not evil or malicious. Some people just got born into this shit, like me.
Did you know that Gucci's a clone? I think it's possible. It's like, you ever seen Pet Cemetery?
Yeah.
And they bury the pets in the cemetery and then they come back and then it's a Gucci, they
like, you can't be like if you get a clone, there's missing, there's missing pieces, like, to the original, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, ice cream cone.
You clone Steve Jobs.
So, like, you might clone me and I might be, like, super, like, lazy.
Okay.
Wiz is a stoner. This is one
Have
of
I met a
most
clone?
intense
Yeah, I
combos.
think I met some clones before.
See?
Really?
So there's clones amongst us.
Have I met a
Wiz's most
clone?
intense
Yeah, I
combos.
think I met some clones before.
Yeah, I think I met some clones before.
Levi Kiva. I think Illuminati clone Trey Songz because he don't age. They also clone Eminem and Donald Trump. I don't want to be a part of this conversation.
It's just they cloning me, mama.
It's just they cloning me, mama.
Gucci Man being a clone is very entertaining.
First off, I got to say welcome back to the neighborhood, man. It is a pleasure to have you in the neighborhood, man. Believe that.
Thank y'all for having me. It's a pleasure to be back.
Now, before we do anything, man, this is Gucci Man.
Exactly.
Okay, cool. All right.
Exactly.
All right, because all that clone stuff that was going down, man, all that, when they put that in the universe, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be extremely important, and people got to give a damn about you when somebody make up a rumor that you've been cloned.
I'm one of a kind, man.
Yes,
You know what
sir.
I'm saying? I'm like a tourist attraction. I'm like the seventh wonder of the world, so I expect stuff like that.
Man, Gucci, when you first hear people say, oh, man, it went down from like, oh, Gucci's dead, oh, they released a different Gucci from prison, so on and so forth. What do you think when you first see something where people saying, oh, Gucci Mane is cloned?
It really doesn't surprise me, man, because I always been an enigma.
Right. Hello.
And I always been just, I always been so many rumors about me. I feel like, and I'm not even being fun, I feel like, I'm like you get one of these every generation.
Right.
And I'm that one.
Okay, and you cool with it though?
I love it.
You wasn't walking in places like I'm here, I'm alive, and trying to prove it to everybody.
Nah, man.
Can we get the clone rumors out the way? You're not a clone, like some people.
I am a clone. What do you mean?
It's like clone rumors about MMA.
So who is this? Who are you? Let's keep those going.
Who is he?
Yes, this is Marshall 0234.6.
Yeah.
And
if you look behind his ear, it's a number back there.
0234.7 has
He got a
slightly
number
bigger
behind his
ears.
ear. Yeah.
So
On the
if you look at
microphone,
photos,
I speak in a hypertone and I'm like a clone.
if you
You're
look,
like a dick because you might get blown. Come on, stop.
what the fuck?
What the fuck? What just happened?
If you look at photos and you
mental
find
breakdown, mental breakdown, mental breakdown.
a difference in ears size, you might be able to see the difference between 0.5, 0.6, and 0.7.
Holy shit, I
and that's
knew it.
over the course of 5 or 6 years.
Very subtle.
Right.
What are we talking about?
How to tell the difference between Marshall Mathers clones. Never tell a clone that they're a clone.
See, that's the thing because crazy people don't know they're crazy. So never.
Clones don't know they're clones.
Know that they clones, right?
Exactly.
Right? So we're going to keep it that way.
Yep.
Clone.
Next question.
Final question.
Hey, well, suck my robot dick.
You're not a clone, like some people.
I am.
You're not a clone, like some people. I am. I am.
Alrighty, guys, I didn't realize that video was over 20 minutes long. Who would have thought? I just dragged it in. I was like, these guys will want to. So, anyways, thank you everyone for being here. Check me out on TikTok. I'm thinking about going in my backyard, guys, on the TikTok. Going doing a live stream and listening for the monster again. Who wants to join me? It's literally on the other side of this window. It's where I just sit and I think. I contemplate. Anyways, guys, that one was, like I said, I thought it was going to be the last episode of Celebrity Clones I was ever going to make. And then, for whatever reasons, I made more new ones. And if you don't know, I try to, name them after, like, Star Wars movies. So, one of the newer ones, what is it? Celebrity Clones 14, it's called The Phantom Menace, because like the Star Wars movie. Clever, guys, see? I think. No, it's not. Anyways, check out, that was part 10, and it was a doozy. Check out, I thought they were usually making around 10 minutes long. I didn't ever, okay. Okay, nobody's going to comment. Whatever, man. I love you too, guys. And, yeah, this is everyone on the other channel. I was trying to get you over here. So if you're wondering what all the blatant pandering to the subscribers... Here is episode, I gotta pull it in, episode 11. Alright, and it's called Celebrity Clones 11, A New Hope. Okay, so, and that was it, as in, is there hope that we can get some answers? We can get this thing solved. Alright, so I'm gonna have to pull that in. As soon as we pull it in, it'll start playing, so thank you so much, everyone. I'm gonna mute myself shortly after that, so. Leave your comments. Let me know what you think. The full video without any interruptions from me is probably coming on one of these channels. I'll probably do it on the original channel because the main channel, because it gets a lot more attention. We probably would already had close to 100 people into this bad boy right now. But thank you to everyone who has checked this out. I don't know how many people are here. I can't tell. Thank you. I love you. I love you. Always have, always will. Okay, I always have, always will. Celebrity Clones 11, A New Hope. Let's worship, boys. Let's worship.
Celebrity Clones 11. About clones right now. Is that what we're doing right now?
You ever met a clone?
This is one.
Have I met a clone?
intense
Yeah, I
combos.
think I met some clones before.
See?
Really?
So there's clones amongst us.
Wiz Khalifa's clone, ladies and gentlemen. The new single is out right now. So make sure you get it. You can hit it on iTunes.
Yeah, get Khalifa,
stream it and all that other stuff.
get Rude Awakening. Yeah, man, get Gucci Cologne.
No, right. Not the Gucci cologne, Gucci clone. Conversation about clones right now. Is that what we're doing right now?
You ever met a clone?
This is one.
Have I met a
of
clone?
intense
Yeah, I
combos.
think I met some clones before.
See?
Really?
So there's clones amongst us.
Are we having a fake conversation about clones right now? Is that what we're doing right now?
You ever met a clone?
This is one.
Have I met a clone?
intense
Yeah, I
combos.
think I met some clones.
See?
Really?
So there's clones amongst us.
Wiz Khalifa's clone, ladies and gentlemen. The new single is out right now. So make sure you get it. You can hit it on iTunes.
Yeah, get Khalifa,
Stream it and all that other stuff.
get Rude Awakening. Yeah, man, get Gucci
The
Cologne.
upgrade of Eminem, like years and years of looking at your career, and do you give a fuck what fans think of how you were before? Is this a reality check for you with the new Eminem? With the music you got
There's
out
a
now?
new Eminem?
Is Eminem aware of all the other songs that's out there, or the way hip hop is going, with all the weirdness?
He is, and he listens.
Okay.
He does. Yeah. What do you think about hip hop right now? Hip hop's good. I like hip hop. Okay, cool. Yeah, he said.
Wow, that was a good.
He said hip hop is good.
He sounds like him.
The hidden meetings with Rick Rubin. What's going on with that?
The hidden meetings. That's Eminem imitating Eminem.
Can we get the clone rumors out the way? You're not a clone, like some people.
I am a clone. What do you mean?
There's like clone rumors about Eminem.
So who is this? Who are
Let's
you?
keep those going.
Who is he?
Yes, this is
Who
Marshall
that? It's him.
0234.6.
Yeah.
And
If you look behind his ear, it's a number back there.
0234.7 has
He got a
slightly
number
bigger
behind
ears.
his ear. Yeah.
On
So
the
if you look at
microphone,
photos,
I speak in a hypertone, and I'm like a clone. What just happened?
if you look at photos and you
mental
find
mental breakdown.
a difference in ears size, you might be able to see the difference between 0.5, 0.6, and 0.7. And that's over the course of 5 or 6 years.
Very subtle.
Right.
What are we talking about?
How to tell the difference between Marshall Mathers clones. Never tell a clone that they're a clone.
According to the internet, the mysterious group that supposedly pulls the strings of society still had time to replace Gucci Mane with a replica. Rumors of Gucci 2.0, assuming this is only the second version, details on that remain hazy, popped up after the Atlanta rapper emerged from his 2-year prison bid looking like a graduate of the Captain America recruiting program.
I'm hearing that Gucci is a clone. I would either support or deny those accusations.
Yes, there's one important question. I tend to forget about it because the answers of that question must be ignorant and irreligious. Somebody says that I'm cloned. No wonder I forgot it until I was reminded by it. Yes, a lot of people hoped that I was dead and hoped I died. And poor Vice President, and some people have started, in fact, asking for his office, whether he should consider them for being the Vice President because I was dead. They must have embarrassed him a lot because he visited me when I was in London convalescent. But it's really me, I assure you.
Several companies have sprung up in recent years to offer certain medical procedures like genetic modification and cellular regeneration to the super rich. Rumors of a program that produces DNA clones to parents who can't have kids seems to have been proven true over time. Could many Hollywood celebrities be products of this kind of program? Could some of the most successful people in the world have the same DNA? Let's take a look at more celebrity lookalikes, and you be the judge.